Sometimes you see a tweet that is just so incredibly dumb, you have no choice but to laugh at it and roast it. And that's what we're going to do with this one right here. And they are quote tweeting a tweet that says, "Name a fictional character that its hate is forced." And this person responds, "The black characters who get relentlessly hated on by certain people for being unrelatable, boring, or aggressive." Mace Windu does not get any hate. What the hell are you talking about? See, this right here is where they're just inventing shit to be a fake victim over. Literally inventing stuff. Finn, I would make a strong argument that Finn is probably the least criticized main character of the entire Star Wars Disney trilogy. I would make that argument. Maybe if you want to say Poe, I don't think people have strong opinions on Poe either way. I think a lot of people think that Adam Driver is a good actor, but Kylo Ren turned out to be a massive disappointment. Obviously, Rey gets a ton of hate, but I would say Finn is a character that most people looked at it and said, I really wanted to see what they were going to do with Finn, and ultimately they completely screwed up his entire character arc because he had so much opportunity and there was so much potential. I think John Boyega's Finn gets the least amount of overall criticism from Disney Star Wars. There's a lot of criticism. I feel like his gets the least amount. Then you have the Doctor Who chick. I don't know anything about Doctor Who, but I know that Doctor Who has been a complete and total shit show with identity politics. And then you have Maximus from Fallout. This literally just came out like a few days ago, and Fallout is getting universal praise, it seems, across the board. It's on Prime. They dropped the whole season, so you have the binge model, and people are going through it. And I have seen literally no major criticisms of the show, yet here you are inventing a fake victim narrative with people like Mace Windu. Now, they break it down a little bit here. Finn, vilified by shippers, Star Wars nerds who accept his actor revealing how bad Disney treated him, and racist. Sometimes they cross over, which resulted in Disney catering to racist and sidelining him while they harassed the actor for years to the point of slander and death threats. My goodness. You are just inventing shit at this point in time. Did John Boyega get criticism? Yeah, anybody gets criticism. But if you want to look at the entire scope of it, John Boyega, most people looked at it and they stood up for John Boyega when Disney and Lucasfilm sidelined him on the overseas posters. People said, hey, I wanted to see what Finn was going to do being force sensitive. I wanted to see how Finn was going to be with the lightsaber. I was looking forward to his arc, and they completely screwed the whole thing up. Finn had more defense than criticism. Maximus, vilified by shippers, the occasional racist, and people who claim he's boring, but in reality just don't understand his character and are hating on the actor. Again, the series just came out. Most people are enjoying the hell out of Fallout, so I don't know what you're talking about there. Martha, vilified by shippers, sensing a pattern, and terrible racist. Oh, so terrible racist. Thank you for qualifying, because without you saying that they're terrible racist, I thought that maybe they were the good racist. So you're breaking it down. At least we know they're the terrible racist. They're not the good ones. They're the terrible racist who harassed the actor relentlessly and hated on the character till she eventually left Doctor Who. Mace, vilified by idiots and racists who call him the true villain of the prequel trilogy, blame him for all the Jedi's failing, and genuinely misunderstood by people who don't understand Mace was in the right during the prequels, and Anakin's fall was caused by Space Satan and his poor choices. What the fuck planet does this weirdo live on? Holy shit, man. Again, this is classic social justice, identity politics crap, where you will just invent shit. Even when there is no racist narrative or no victim narrative to be found, you will just invent that very narrative. And as a prequel defender, as a longtime prequel defender, I mean, you should, in all reality, Mace Windu, played by Samuel L. Jackson, probably should have gotten a lot more criticism just because it's such an iconic actor that was playing him. And most people don't like someone that's that famous playing within a world like Star Wars. Mace Windu pulled it off. People love Samuel L. Jackson in that role. I know I did. I know all of my friends did. I know that I've never seen anybody really have a real problem with Mace Windu being in the prequels. But people like this are just going to invent shit. So again, another nonsensical victim narrative with identity politics, even when these characters don't have any widespread criticism. And because I'm not saying they don't have criticism. Yes, people did criticize Finn and John Boyega at times, but that doesn't change the fact that the majority of the comments that I saw and my friend base and my audience is generally people that hate Disney Star Wars, and even still, the consensus is that Finn was a wasted character in the sequel trilogy, not because John Boyega was bad, because the writing was terrible, and they sidelined him. That was the consensus across the board, generally speaking. Now, can you find a comment here and there and pretend that everybody's being racist and sexist? Of course you can, but you can find that with anything, and losers like this are probably going to do that. Obviously, Mace Windu is fantastic. Everybody loves Mace Windu. The other two characters, not overly familiar with, but I am looking forward to watching Fallout. I did watch a little bit of the first episode, and it looks really interesting, and everyone seems to be liking it. But of course, weirdos like this are going to paint that victim narrative. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.